Hello, in this video, we will show you how to use the Graphical User Interface on AREC Media Stations. First of all, the Graphical User Interface, or GUI, is one of the most user-friendly ways of controlling media stations, and it is available for all models. It is designed to assist the presenter or the operator in controlling most of the key features of media stations. It is not recorded, streamed, or displayed anywhere else. For the newer models, the GUI is found on the Display 1 output of the station, together with the mixed video. To access it, you can connect a touchscreen to the station's Display 1 output and a USB port, or any regular display with a computer mouse. Activate the GUI by clicking anywhere on this screen, and it will appear at the bottom of the screen so long as it is enabled. Let's take a look at the different options available from left to right. There is a dash icon used to minimize the GUI. Overlay, click to open the list of available overlays and click on any of them to select and apply. Layout will show a list of all the available layouts. Click on any of them to select and apply. Background will show the list of all the available backgrounds. Click on any one to select and apply. Then there is Theme. This is a combination of overlay, layout, and background all in one. Live indicates the current streaming status. Red when the station is streaming, gray when not. Recording time show how long the station has been recording. Stream, click to start and stop streaming. This button is active only if at least one stream is set to enable streaming button mode on the administrator page. Record to start recording. When a recording is in progress, this button changes to pause. Clicking will pause the recording, and click again will resume the recording. Stop will stop the recording completely. Snapshot, click to take a snapshot of the current mixed video output, or if it is recording, creates bookmarks and types timestamps of the recording. Video playback, click to open a menu that lists all previously recorded videos. Click on a video to start a playback. If a USB drive is connected to the station, this menu can be used to download videos from the station. Simply select the boxes next to the video that you want to download and click the download arrow. To leave this menu, use this button. Next is Settings. The first page will show general information about the station, such as model name, IP address, firmware version number. Second page allows you to control the audio output of the station and the audio loop-through settings. Third page allows you to control the audio input into the station. The fourth page shows current recording mode and related settings, scheduling status, CPU usage, and allows toggling fast upload mode on and off. The fifth page allows you to change the station's network settings. After that, there is the PTZ control options. Use it to control video sources with a selected PTZ control mode. The PTZ control mode is defined for each video channel on the administrator page. Click on a channel and you can use the arrows to move the camera. You can also zoom in and zoom out or apply predefined preset points. You can also reposition by clicking the square on the top next to the X and move it around the different corners of the GUI. IP address shows the IP address of the WAN port of the station. Audio shows the audio input volume of the media station, and HDMI and DP buttons allow you to change or cycle through the different loop-through modes of the station. So for example, I can switch through the different video channels connected, show a quad view, or duplicate exactly my mixed video again. If you go to the administrator web interface of the station, under Media I/O, go to Display. Here you can do some basic setup of the GUI. First, you can choose the language displayed on the GUI interface from one of the currently available languages. The button OSD menu enables and disables the GUI, which is shown only on the Display 1 output. You can disable it if you wish to use the Display 1 output as a regular mixed video output without the GUI and control the station with any of the other available methods. The button OSD menu playback video allows you to show or hide the inbuilt video playback button on the GUI. Disable it if you don't want users to have access to the previously recorded videos directly from this interface. You can also enable or disable system notifications with the Event Icons button. Finally, Display Switch Settings allows you to choose which video sources are available on the loop-through outputs when switching between them. And that is all. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, ADENA channel, for more training videos, and visit us at www.a-dena.com.